What is good, everyone? I'm BA and I'm back with a new reaction to a new TV series. I've been talking to a few people over the last few weeks and a lot of people want to see me start watching The Wire. I've never seen The Wire before. I've heard it crop up every now and again in the debate of the best TV series of all time. Generally, the three that people argue between are The Sopranos, Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad. But every now and again, you'll see The Wire pop it up into that discussion. Me personally, I think Boardwalk Empire should be right up in that discussion also. But yeah, so Wire is the last good TV show really, the one that's regarded as one of the best ever that I have yet to watch. So I'm gonna start watching this shit. This does create a problem though. Basically, my schedule only permits me to react to 2 Tales from the Crypt episodes a week, and then usually 1 movie. So The Wire will be replacing the 1 movie. If you think I've got that wrong, and you would rather see movies than The Wire, or you think I should do some other sort of arrangement, basically you get 3 a week. I want you guys to tell me which 3 should be the 3. But for the time being, we're gonna put the movies to one side, and it's gonna be 2 Tales from the Crypt episodes, and then 1 episode of The Wire every week. So, without further ado, let's start this shit. All I know is it's about crime. And it's got my man Chalky White in it from Boardwalk Empire. That's his character name in Boardwalk Empire. I forget the actor's name. I know he's now passed away. But I know he's in this. Aside from that, I've no idea. So, without further ado, let's check it out and see what it's saying to it. Oh shit, opening on a crime scene. People are getting shot and we haven't even started yet.
So your boy's name is what?
Snot.
So his nose starts running and some asshole, instead of giving him a Kleenex, he calls him Snot.
Agreed, that's like a fucked up thing to stay with that poor dude through his whole life. Like they could have just passed him a hanky and parred it.
I mean, he could have just whipped his ass like we always whip his ass.
I agree with you.
He's gonna kill Snot. Snot been doing the same shit since I don't know how long.
Everyone's got one of them guys in their neighbourhood. You can't just go shoot them one day.
Alley crap game, right?
Like every time. Play it out to the pots deep. Snatch and run. So
maybe he got killed because of that bad habit he had with gambling. Can't be doing that shit, mate. You will get shot for that shit.
If every time Snot Boogie would grab the money and run away, why'd you even let him in the game?
Got to. This America, man.
Don't know about that. If a guy cheated in my poker table one time, he would not be getting invited back the next week on some, yeah, everybody has their freedoms, bro. Come try rip me off again. So just by this intro, I'm assuming it's about a police department and investigating, like, sort of street level crimes.
Mr. Gant, do you see the man you identified from that photo array card sitting in the courtroom today?
He's right there.
For the record, the witness has identified the defendant, D'Angelo Barksdale.
He snitched you out, D'Angelo.
Had you ever seen this young man before the day in question?
No.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Smug lawyer smugging away there with his smuggery.
And what were your duties on that date?
I was in the booth of 221.
And is that the guard booth in the lobby?
Guy's a good draw. It's a shame he gave up his passion just to sit in courtrooms.
Do you see that man in the courtroom today?
Nope.
See, that's what you're supposed to say if you're from the ends.
He ain't the one that did the shooting.
But you identified him.
Well, that's because he looked like the boy that did it.
Well, that's her whole angle in the courtroom thrown out the fucking window due to one witness testimony. Unlucky. You know, I used to not like this legal drama shit. It used to be something I hated, but then I watched Better Call Saul. Now I'm right into this legal drama shit. That Better Call Saul won me over.
It ain't what she says.
Yeah? What do you say?
I say we wait.
Undercovers.
Now tell me what I'm seeing, girl.
He gonna get little Mike.
Mm-hmm. Then what?
Mike come back with the money.
Alright, wait on the drop.
Damn, they've got the whole operation scouted out. Take it, these guys are about to get busted.
Drop the keys out of the car! Drop them down! Drop them! Get out of the car! Get down right here! Right here!
The problem with undercovers is, if you were legit like trafficking any sort of serious drugs and you had weapons in the car and guys in plain clothes came out pistoled at you, you wouldn't assume it was police even if they said police. You would assume it was some other people trying to fucking pretend to be police. It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of undercovers get shot just because of the fact that people don't buy them being police officers.
What's got here? You should have seen the way this bitch was looking at me came up.
Ugly little fuck almost shit his pants, he was so scared.
These cops are being dickheads considering this guy is completely complying with all their requests.
Barksdale has 5 out of 7 towers in the terrace. That's 10 stairwells and 5 high-rises going 24/7 for dope and coke. And that's just the towers. The low-rises, the avenue corners, they're all his too.
So this must be the guy he's currently investigating, moving all the drugs.
Beat 3 cases in court doing the same thing they just did to you.
Well, who's working it?
In the department? Nobody, really.
Okay, so was that Barksdale in the courtroom? I missed his name at the time.
Fuck me, I cannot type.
Who the fuck can?
Shit, Millennium been and gone, and we still fucking around with Smith Corona.
We need to get them computers hooked up. They promised to train us on that shit a year ago.
Wow, untrained in computers. Damn, next they're gonna be like, I can't wait till we get those guns instead of our clubs.
Herc will be deep into some porn, and Chemo still be bagging out her 24s with an old piece of shit.
You gotta go upstairs.
What's up?
This female competent cop is so fucked being in a unit with these two dumbasses. She's gonna end up getting killed because of their incompetence.
Chain of command, baby. The shit always rolls downhill.
Motherfucker, we talking about piss.
Piss does too. Think about it.
Shit rolls. Piss trickles.
Downhill, though.
Well, if you want to argue semantics.
Fucking motherfuckers up, right?
Indeed.
Boom. Fuck the paperwork. Collect bodies.
These guys are like 2 years out of American college from a movie.
Smoke them if you got them, because this motherfucker is as ripe as they get.
We aren't up. Nolan's squad is up.
I know.
So this guy's little ritual when he finds a body is to smoke a little cigar over the dead man. Probably flicks his ash on it too. Disrespect.
I bet you there ain't nothing to it.
You hope.
Where you going?
Back to the office, where I belong.
This guy's a good actor, but part of me hopes he is not the protagonist because he constantly has some smarmy, smart-arse smirk on his face that's making me somewhat not like him so far. He needs to cut that shit out.
Alright, what do we know?
According to the judge, he has a West Side high-rises. The terrace mostly.
They are on this Barksdale dude so hard right now. I wonder if he's aware of their surveillance on him.
Sit the fuck down, detective.
Something wrong?
Put your ass in the chair.
Hope it's a normal chair. Fasten the straps and flip the switch, detective.
See these, McNulty? You see them? These are for you. These are for you for as long as it takes me to get even.
These guys are coming across real mature in the police department so far. Got people doing bro fists and double middle fingers within the first episode.
These are for you, McNulty. This one over here is going up your narrow fucking Irish ass. And this bad boy over here is in your fucking eye.
That's what you call the Long John Silver spit roast.
You were having the deputy bust my balls over a prior year case? Is this what I need from you, you insubordinate little fuck?
I want to watch some James Gandolfini. We have James Gandolfini at home. James Gandolfini at home.
Where you going?
I'm 8 to 4.
No. You're typing.
He's putting him on the paperwork. That's like the dreaded thing for the police, innit? Because they don't show you that in the films, but they have like a mountain of paperwork to file out. Especially the shit you see in a normal film. Like, see the average police shootout, the paperwork would be like fucking yay high.
I don't plan on knowing shit about jail, you feel me? You want to talk about jail, though, you can go sit down next to Marcel. He just got home.
True, you right.
Sit your ass down.
Okay, so this guy seems like the top guy.
How the fuck you end up shooting this nigga in front of the security booth with all them people around?
I'm saying, this nigga was coming at me like he was trying to end me.
This ain't about him. It's about you.
Okay, I thought they were like loose before, because this guy seemed loose, but now that I know this guy's boss, the other guy seems like he runs a tight ship.
Shit y'all pull with that security lady. I mean, that state lawyer? I ain't never seen a white woman turn so red.
Yo, man, you family, okay? That shit costs money.
So that guy was the guy that bought off that witness. If you know about John Gotti, basically they had like a clubhouse, his mafia family. But what they were doing was they were going from the clubhouse to the apartments upstairs where a lady would let them go into a room secretly to have their conversations, which is why for a long time, even after the feds managed to tap their clubhouse, they couldn't get conversations. Then they figured that out and tapped the lady's upstairs room, and that's when they all got fucked. I would not be having conversations in my strip club, long story short. The feds will tap anything.
Got dots. Deputy loves dots.
It's got dots. PowerPoints, mate. PowerPoints.
Fucking deputy. And he, not the judge, has what's left of your beshitted career in his hot little hands.
Beshitted career. That is a banging word. Beshitted. It's like bewitched, but like instead of getting jinxed or something, you just get shit slung all over you until you become beshitted.
How you gonna put me in the low rises when I had a tower since summer?
Yeah, you had a tower. You might have a tower again if you can keep your mind to shit.
This is fucked up.
It is not fucked up, bro. You are an inept little shit that's gonna get everybody else busted.
Hey, yo, Bay. Yo. Your little cousin here, right down the way.
I don't know why he's looking so upset about that. He seemed like an absolute bait idiot. Who would have definitely have done jail time there if they hadn't like paid extra money just to pay off that woman. Gotta love a sofa out on the street. From Baltimore to Glasgow, there are sofas on street corners, which have questionable surface stains, but still, you can put a bin bag down and give yourself a proper ghetto Glasgow experience and bin bag sit on a thrown out sofa at about 12 AM at night. It's a beautiful experience.
Why they put you down here, yo? You messed with the count or something? I killed the nigga.
That stopped him busting his balls, didn't it?
Close that phone.
What's the coffee do?
Give it that money feel.
This is the most budget money counterfeiting operation I've ever seen. I like it though, I hope it works for them.
Wait, why are we gonna use real money?
We're not burning no Lemon Street chumps here. Feel me?
I'm down.
I mean, I can't see any competent dealer buying that fake bill, but we'll see how it goes for these two crackheads. Let's hope the crackheads succeed. Go on, crackheads. Live your best cracky life in the alleyway with your fake counterfeit coffee money. Damn. So that guy's used to running a whole tower block, now he's just been demoted to a seat in the back garden. At least he gets a little orange juice.
You can't serve your customers straight up after taking their money. Somebody snapping pictures, they got the whole damn thing. See what I'm saying?
But you can tell it's like a different operation at this bit. These guys seem like the younger guys that are selling it. Whereas at the tower it seemed like more mature dudes who were doing it there.
Hey, yo, ho. Y'all niggas been burnt. Huh? That's what you got to say? Huh? This look like money?
Oh wow, they got fooled.
Money feel like money. That shit look green to you?
Got a dead fucking president on it.
Hamilton? He ain't no president.
As if that guy was smart enough to know the presidents and shit, but he wasn't smart enough to detect a fake bill. This guy's got conflicting IQ levels. Well, at least the crackheads succeeded. We were rooting for the crackheads. Now they're all jittery and living their best crack life.
No, man, you won't fall out, man, slamming shit like that one of these days, boy.
I mean, to us, this is fucked up, but keep in mind, to them, this is great. This is amazing to them.
Comes to informants, Jimmy, you can pick him. He's one of the better CIs I've ever worked.
You up on a wire?
It's actually quite a cool looking office, that, with the blue lights. How come only one half of it get blue? The back end have just got that hospital white. Maybe that's when you get promoted, you get a bit better mood lighting. These guys are asking to get killed trying the same trick twice though. I mean, let's hope the crackheads succeed again, but today is the day they get caught for their bullshit.
Calm down. Well, how much? Hold up, man. Hold up. You're fucking me up. Chill out. Come on, now. Hey, yo, Pooh. Grab that motherfucker. The white boy.
Wow, well spotted. I thought he was going to blame it on the other dude.
Yeah! Yo, what are you doing, man? Yeah! Nigga, calm down. Yeah, making me run. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's exactly how I'd feel if someone made me run after them.
What you got on?
Just a 10-out drop, man, the real one.
Well, what's up?
He doesn't want to get another murder charge. They're gonna think he's weak because of that though, obviously.
Hell yeah!
I mean, to me, he played it smart there, but they're definitely gonna think that was a weak decision. But from his perspective, he's just been bumped down from the towers for doing something similar irrationally, so now he's trying to be more mature about it, and I respect that. He's getting his head screwed on.
You're not gonna get Avon Barksdale, or Stringer Bell, or anyone else above the street, not on street rips.
You don't know that.
These guys are good. They're deep, they're organized, they got everyone on the terraces running scared.
I take it Barksdale is the one that demoted him at the strip club. I'm still trying to figure out if that is the overall boss of the situation, but I believe it is. I almost said overlord. That's a bit too satanic. I wouldn't class a drug dealer as a satanic overlord.
One last thing. No one does anything at all on the street without me knowing about it first. Chain of command, detective.
He's the guy running the police op against the terraces and towers and shit, obviously.
You know Daniels? Narcotics?
Mm-hmm. What about him?
He's running this detail.
He hasn't pissed anybody off. Shit, he even has a law degree.
No shit.
University of Baltimore, but still, you know.
Shitting on the University of Baltimore there. Unlucky. Bit of bad press there for Baltimore Uni. I'm sure it's got a great law program.
Be like that motherfucker at the end of Bridge on the River Kwai, you know? What the fuck did I do?
Spoiler alert, mate. I haven't seen Bridge on the River Kwai. What if I decided to react to Bridge on the River Kwai? This show's got Sopranos energy, how they keep cutting back to the strip club as like the hangout for the gangsters.
This fucked them up so bad.
It's the message, D. He can't show no weakness.
Damn, so even his boss said he couldn't show any weakness. That shit's conflicting, man. Because surely they would want him to fucking keep a tighter lead after he killed a guy. But now they're telling him he can't show any weakness. This guy just can't catch a break, to be honest. When the episode first started, I felt like he was a bit of an idiot, but he seems to have tightened himself up since he got demoted. And now he just can't do something right no matter what he tries.
Come on, honey, buy me a drink.
How much?
20. I drink slow.
20 for a drink though. So she was still charging just to even sit next to him. Can't even sit next to a lady in a strip club without dropping some money. I'd be like, yo, you can sit on me for 20.
10 pages and all the footnotes.
When's it due?
Tomorrow, beginning of class.
Not surprised she's so tired, being the only seemingly competent person in her division.
Long night for me.
I'll make sure and pick up some coffee.
Well, at least she's got a supportive partner.
On the midnight shift, I got 2 murders and a police shooting going down. To do what? Get a goddamn mouse out of my wife's bedroom closet. Can you imagine that shit?
This guy's definitely my favourite detective so far, just because of how moany he is towards the whole situation of having to live.
You shot the mouse?
Mm-hmm.
You're 9?
First shot killed my wife's dress shoe. Got him with the second.
That mouse had no chance against the 9mm bullet. I couldn't imagine what the equivalent size bullet would do to a human. That would be like some traffic cone sized bullet just going straight for your head.
Jimmy.
What's fucked up about this though, these guys are detectives, drinking by the train tracks, pissing in public. If these guys were wearing hoodies and baseball caps and a police patrol car went past, they would have got arrested. Hypocrites. Sit in your houses and play chess, you're the police, you're not allowed to do fun shit. Not that chess can't be fun.
Who's it?
Friend.
Is he gonna make it?
Oh, they did a number on him.
You still working drugs?
Downtown, yeah.
He's not gonna snitch, is he? He fucking is. Here's the thing, if you're a civilian, if you're not involved in anything as a civilian, it's okay to do that. But that guy was involved in it right up until the point where something he orchestrated went wrong for him. These guys are most likely going to get killed.
Do you see the man you identified sitting in the courtroom today?
He's right there.
Oh, that was the guy that testified. Well, you're trying to testify against the largest drug operation in your neighborhood and just decided to go back to your day job rather than witness protection or something. So, yeah. Okay, so that was episode 1 of The Wire, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, episode 1 of season 1 of The Wire. What did I think of that? Well, I was looking forward to starting this show. Like I said, I'd heard a lot of talk about it, which is, I always found it strange, because I was like, what's this? When people were talking about the best TV shows of all time, it was always Sopranos, which is my favourite TV show of all time. Or Game of Thrones, which is another great TV show I have seen. Or Breaking Bad, which is another legendary TV show I have seen. But then every now and again, I would hear The Wire come up into that. Before I go into The Wire, actually, Boardwalk Empire should be right up in that conversation, produced and written in a lot of parts by, I forget the guy's name, but he was one of the main writers and directors on The Sopranos. One of the episodes is directed by Martin Scorsese, and it is an incredible show with 3 of my favourite characters of all time. If you have not seen it or not given it much of a chance, please watch the first 3 seasons of Boardwalk Empire and tell me it's not fucking legendary. So The Wire is always in this just outside of the top 3 conversation, or every now and again comes into it. So I thought, I've got to check this out at some point. And then I was talking to a few people over the last week, and they were like, they wanted to see me react to this show as well. So whenever some of my close friends want to actually see me react to something, I'll do it for them. And I knew it was going to be dope anyway, just because of, like I said, how highly it pops up in these lists and conversations about the best TV shows. Now, episode 1, I will admit, it's like, I don't know, the way it was structured, they repeated certain characters, so there's certain characters I'm getting to grips with who's who, like there's the competent female detective in her unit, and then there's the other 2 detectives, the chubby black dude and the white dude, who are like a different unit, I guess, or perhaps part of the same unit but different branches maybe. And then there's a few overarching guys behind desks who are their bosses, but they introduced us to like 3 of those. And then there's another guy in a suit talking about some undercover operation. And then they were introducing all these characters on the other side of it as well, on the criminal street side of it. So it was like a cramming course. I was trying to remember these names and faces, but for the life of me, it's gonna take a fucking season at least before I remember this shit. Like, oh my god, that was a lot of characters introduced in that first episode. They threw a lot at me, but at the same time, the story was easy to follow. What was hard to follow was the characters popping in and out to tell the story, but the basic story is completely understandable. There's this guy on the street, forget his name right now, but the overarching kingpin controls his area, the west side, which is all the tower blocks and terraces and shit like that. He's got a highly expansive operation. These guys on the other side of it are trying to find a way in order to bust them all. So I completely get that. It's just going to take me a few more episodes to get all the characters down. So bear with me. I'm terrible with that anyway. I apologise to anybody who can remember every character after every scene and they're like, this guy's that guy and he's him. What, you don't remember him being that? But no, I do not yet, but I will. The acting was great. My personal favourite performance so far was actually the chubby older black detective who's like just grumbling his way through the entire episode. It was great. He's just so what's the word, apathetic towards his position now. He's obviously been doing it for a long time, seen a lot of shit, desensitized himself to the severity of things, which brings a light-hearted side to it, you know, because think about it, if say they did it from the perspective of the detective who's new to the job, like Ethan Hawke in Training Day. Everything is horrific. every single crime scene that guy find, he would be like, oh my fucking god, he's been shot in the face and there's blood everywhere. But this guy is clearly 20, 30 years deep in his job. He's like, yep, dead body, want a cigar? And that brought a little bit of humour to what are essentially horrific murder crime scenes, yeah, but they didn't come across like that because I like the tone they took with it. It was a friendly tone to tell that story in. So really interesting setup. Obviously, there seems to be bumbling idiots on both sides of the fence as well, and other people on both sides of the fence who are a lot smarter. So this is obviously going to come down to a battle of the minds. You're going to see the better minds on the police side get ways in to exploit or bust the bumbling idiots on the criminal side, but I also think you'll get the smarter people on the criminal side finding ways to subvert or take out of the game the bumbling idiots on the police side. It wouldn't surprise me if them two douchebags who work in the competent ladies unit get killed at some point. It wouldn't surprise me if the idiots running the terraces on the street side of it get busted, arrested, threatened, forced to wear a wire, etc. So that's going to be what it's going to come down to. I predict that will happen on both sides. The dumber ones will be taken out by the smarter ones from both sides. And then what it will really come down to is when the people at the upper echelons of both sides clash. When the real masterminds from either side of the operation have to do battle. I think that's how this is going to play out. Obviously, there's probably still loads of characters I haven't even been introduced to yet. And there's still lots of things, I mean, I could be so wrong with that. This next episode could be like, yeah, we're quitting the drug game, making friends with them two cops, and we're going to live in Mexico. And live by a beach. And I would be like, well, that wire wasn't what I was expecting it to be, but it was a good beach romantic comedy. The first episode was really weird. It was like a legal criminal thing, and then the whole rest of the season they were just at the beach sipping tequilas. It was strange tonally, but really good. Something tells me that is not what's going to happen, and we're going to keep with this story. All joking aside. So yeah. Episode 1, I'm getting into it, but I like where everything's going. I'm interested to see what's going to happen next. If you have liked this, click like. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my reactions. I reacted to Tales from the Crypt, I've reacted to some films, and now I'm going to be reacting to The Wire. If you want to get alerted as to when any of these new things are coming out, just click subscribe. If you want to talk about anything we just watched, or you want to suggest something I watch in the future, leave a comment below and share this video around to anybody you think might appreciate it or want to watch this along with us. Also, I now have a Patreon. If you become a Patreon, you're helping me and the channel out so much. With the Patreon, you get access to polls which decide what I'm going to be watching in the future. You get access to these reactions I post on YouTube weeks and weeks in advance, and you also get access to full-length reactions of everything I react to on YouTube. So they are all up there in their full-length, unedited entirety. You do have to have your own version of the show, of course, to watch along with them, but they're all up there as well. So, with that, until next time, I have been BA. Peace.